Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. In this video we're going to take a look at both charts, and we start straight away. After today we've had a bit of a move down. Avalanche of course going quite nicely up today, and I'll do a separate video on Avalanche that might be related to the USDC news that USDC is going to be launched on Avalanche. So let's go and take a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I think that's a little bit of a news here, has I think changed the pattern. I did have a triangle on the chart here. I think that has been invalidated now. This was not really a breakout out of a triangle. So I think this has moved over into a descending wedge, as it seems, which is not bad. Descending wedge generally, as you know, rather a bullish pattern. And that could fit actually quite well into this pattern that I've shown you here. This I mean, if this is, you could also see this possibly here as just a channel, you know, possibly like that. So again, it is a bit difficult, but I think the most likely one here is this descending wedge. You know, it's a bit difficult because you've got various touch points. You could draw all sorts of patterns here from just a channel to a descending wedge. In the end, this might also be the descending wedge pattern. You know, we've got the candle, the closed candle here, candle here, candle here, and only the wicks going through. I think this might actually be the most relevant one, but still descending wedge, rather bullish. Why bullish? Even though I do think that we're going to go down into that range between 20 and 30k. Well, I did talk about this possibility for a wave B here to the upside, where you see the wave A coming down, a wave B to the upside, a wave C coming down, and this breakout here of this wave B is what we're waiting for at the moment. At the moment we're just moving slightly down. This is nothing, it is rather sideways move, you know, even though we are moving down a little bit. You can see that downtrend continuing, but I think at some point we might actually really break here to the upside, go through all these EMAs, move into the target area here, and from there then we're going to turn around, move down. This is what currently is, based on the Elliott Wave count, the most likely one, that we're coming down here, going up again and going down in that final sell-off of that wave C, which is also related to that larger pattern here. You've got the wave A coming down here, the large wave B to the upside, and the large wave C to the downside. And the target for this would be 20 to 29k. We could even come down lower. Yeah, I think the real target would be the lowest one. The lowest ideal target is I think actually around 15k. The reason why I have set it at 20 is that is the high from the last bull run. So I think this is really the minimum where we could get to, or the maximum from whichever point you want to understand it. Overall, yeah, I think this is the news here that we are seeing, this descending wedge. I think this might be really what we can see here, and also what the price will orient itself in the next few days. And it might be another quiet weekend, you never know, but on the weekend you know that markets can be manipulated more easily. The volume generally decreases a little bit, and you know, we could see a little bit of a move down here. You get these ups and then you get these downs, and overall we are moving here further down until we then possibly break here out at some point to the upside and then move into this area. And from here again, there is another scenario in which we break down straight away, but even then, in both scenarios, we are going to get into this yellow target area. Cardano as well, briefly came below the orange target line today, but has since recovered again. So basically, you have this orange ascending, well, not target line, but this ascending support line. We have been having support here above this line since February this year, I think. And since we've dropped below the 0.887 fib level at 124, we find support at least there. Now this puts us in an ascending triangle here between the fib level and the orange line. And what what we can see is that we dropped here briefly below it today. I saw us going down, you know, in line with Bitcoin. Said it's not really unexpected because I do expect Bitcoin to go down anyway overall. But luckily we found support again here at this 120 line, this ascending trend line. So that's going to be with us, I guess, for a little while. And the good news is that we did find support and that, yeah, you know, in this downtrend, this starts to slow down a little bit, you know, and you start to see here on the 4-hour chart now a bullish divergence forming. I think this is now becoming quite clear, where you make lower lows on the price, even though not massively lower, but again, today was another low, but you're making actually higher lows on the chart. That's the 4-hour. On the MACD, the same picture, which is good news. And you start to see this development possibly here on the daily as well. And you know, again, even though we made a new low today, we still see that bullish divergence play out on the MACD, yeah, on the daily, and that is quite important. So we just need to push a little bit higher, need the volume now, and then this could really be a nice nice upside here potential for us. And you know, it all depends. You know, if Bitcoin now breaks really out of this pattern here, which is essentially a bullish pattern, then Cardano obviously could move higher as well. I think, where could Cardano get to if Bitcoin really moves into this target area between 55 and 63K? Well, if we just take a look at in percent, where from today, yeah, at around 47K, where if Bitcoin moves into the middle of this target area, that would be a 26% upside. What would that mean for Cardano if we just say we are following Bitcoin 26%? That would take us to 155. So would that be enough in case Bitcoin then drops down lower? Would that be enough for a buffer for Cardano that it holds the $1 level? Possibly, yeah, possibly. We need to remember that 145 is an important resistance level, so that might be actually where we are going to stop then. So there are some key resistance levels here. I think, you know, 137 is an important one, 145, and then definitely here higher than that, we've got the 175 level. There are lots of resistances we need to move through as we move higher here, if we do, because we need to turn around first. Now we're finding support here. Now we need to move higher from here. So yeah, at least we're turning, at least, you know, we've slowed down the downtrend, and at least we are finding support here on this line. Got now touched this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, the more often that happens, unfortunately, the more likely it is that we actually break down from here. We need to move away from it. The problem is that we're making lower lows still, lower highs still. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem in all of that. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. Bitcoin, a bit of a news here. You know my scenarios, and yeah, I keep you updated. And bear in mind, it's weekend. Might be some unexpected moves. All right, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.